Did I call it? Yes. Did I expect him to come out swinging like this? Hell no. So far in his third season, Tyler Herro has been on a damn tear. He's making the apology as loud as the disrespect to a whole nother level. Like, so far this season, he's only had 2 games where he shot subpar, and in both those games, he still played well. One game with 9 assists and the other with 8 rebounds and 2 assists. Like, overall this season, he has been giving the Miami Heat next level production, and he's the front runner for the 6th Man of the Year award in my opinion, and I'm about to tell you why. Let's go. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time I post. I feel like this year is going to be a great year for this channel, and I'd love to have you guys along for the journey. Now, I've talked about why I feel like Tyler Herro is overhated and the expectations put on him were pretty unfair considering the situation that he was in. After coming to the league his first year, and then that being the bubble year, so he has a full 6 months during the season to get better, and then coming back in the bubble, that's essentially like a second season for him. So he came back a lot better and he played really well, and then he only had the 2-month break after the Miami Heat went to the NBA Finals in the start of the new season. So he really just came back the same player that he was in the bubble. Teams kind of already figured that out, and he was pretty injured that year too, so he didn't really catch any rhythm, so he didn't play well. Or not even that he didn't play well, he just didn't play up to the standards that people put on him, because he still played pretty well and he increased his numbers across the board. It's just that people expected him to be a 20-point scorer, and he really just went back to his bubble numbers around 15 to 16 points per game. If you want to see me talk about that in full, you can check out either one of these 2 videos. But overall, in his 3rd season, Tyler Herro has been putting everybody on notice because he had a full offseason to work on his game. He has all the motivation in the world, from not being voted as one of the top young players in the league, to people having something to say about him feeling like he should be in the same conversation as Luka, Ja, and Trey. And while I probably had something to say about it too, he's still even proving me wrong. And so far this season, he's averaging 22 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists on 46% shooting and 40% from 3 on 85% from the line. And while it's only been 6 games, the way he's doing it and the volume he's doing it is something that I very much think he can keep up the entire year. Because if you look at his numbers from years previous, you can see that it's almost been a steady progression up to this point. And while I don't think that the point production will stay to this level the entire year, not because of his talent, but because of other outlying factors, one with Lowry finding a shot throughout the year and probably looking to take more, Victor Oladipo coming back in the lineup and being probably the main playmaker off the bench. Overall, this year, you can probably look for him to average about 18 points per game instead of the 22 he is right now. But for about the first half of the year, you can look for these numbers to probably be kept up by Tyler around 20 to 22 points per game. And it is insane at the level he's been able to do this. So far this season, amongst bench players, Tyler Herro is ranked #1 in minutes, #1 in points, #10 in rebounding as a guard, and #6 in assists. He's taking this thing to a whole nother level. And right now, I think a lot of people forget he's only 21 years old. Right now, Jimmy Butler and Lowry are both kind of getting up in age. And in a couple of years, when Jimmy Butler is not the same player anymore, Tyler Herro will be the 1-2 punch next to Bam Adebayo and will be the future for the Miami Heat. And that is a very exciting future to have down the line, because considering the fact that Tyler Herro and Bam both have great veterans on this team and they're still very young and given time to develop, Tyler Herro will probably be one of the best scorers in the league around that time when he should be injected in the starting lineup and will have the kitchen. And also with the playoff experience they'll have over the next couple of years, I won't say they'll be a championship team, but they definitely do have a chance to be with the way they're playing right now. He'll have that experience along the way too. So it's just great to see him take these jumps and show a lot of people what he's made of and that they're wrong about him as a player. But also this season, he's also ranked top 30 in shot attempts, even above Jimmy at 17.8. And I don't think that's a pace that will be able to be kept up. But around when he gets into mid-season form and he finds his shot completed throughout the year, I think you look for his shooting percentages to jump from probably 45 to 47, 48% from. They are my team to make it out of the Eastern Conference, with Brooklyn not having Kyrie, the Milwaukee Bucks not looking like they're the same team from last year, at least their bench not looking like the same bench from last year, the Philadelphia 76ers being the Philadelphia 76ers, and the Chicago Bulls also being a very new team and losing out on somebody like Patrick Williams, I don't think they can handle the Miami Heat in a 7-game series. So mark it, that's my hot take. The Miami Heat will be the team to come out the Eastern Conference. I hope I'm right. I really do. I love this team. I've been watching since 2006. D-Wade's the reason why I fell in love with basketball. And I really love to see this team win a championship, especially Jimmy. But with that being said, this is FLB. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Tyler will be 6th man of the year? Do you think he'll be able to keep up this pace and level of play throughout the entire season? How many games do you think the Heat will win? Mine is around 55 to 57 wins. Follow my Twitch. I've been plugging it in a couple videos and I've gotten a couple followers in there, and I love you guys for that. But also follow my Discord, because when I do stream, I would want to pull you guys in to do a couple one-take goals to see what your opinion is on your guys' teams, and overall just make some content. But with that being said, this is FLB. That's my time, and I'm out.